2, 3. Whoa.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey, it's bright in here.
That is a little bright. Is that too bright? I don't know. Can you see the curvature of my face?
Yeah, that's a little too bright, I think.
Does that make my second chin stand out? How about like that?
That's better.
How about like that? Oh, yes.
That's a little better.
It's a little better. What's up, Tina? How are you?
Tina.
And
hi,
Lori.
Oh, Lori, I just got your question a few minutes ago. We're going to answer it tonight.
Lori,
okay.
It's nice of you to say that we both look great, but seriously, you don't have to.
We
know
Lori.
One of us looks great and one of us looks like he usually does.
Hi, Ralph.
Ralph, David, Jen, it's our Ohana Life. Whoa, what's up?
Hello. Hi, Jen.
Anne-Marie.
Hello.
We did have a pretty great cruise, Anne-Marie. Thanks for asking or commenting.
And we had, the cruise was great. Cruises are always great. We always make them fun no matter what happens. We did have a few little
What's up, Kristen?
Not so great moments, which we are going to do a vlog at some point, which will be like the good, the bad,
and sometimes the ugly
of the magic.
So, the good, the bad, and the Jamie is what we like to call that. Janet, how you doing? Hello, Gary.
Hi, Gary. Hi, Janet. Because we have been on, this was our 4th time on the Magic, and we did notice quite a bit of change from the last time, which was just about a year and a half ago we were on. So, and kind of a little decline, you might say, in some areas.
Yeah.
So we'll go all over all that, most of it in the video. But we had fun. We had a great time.
Oh, yeah, we had a blast.
The ports were great. Hi, Kimberly.
Kimberly, glad you had a good trip.
Great, the visions of the seas. Oh, nice.
That is nice. I wonder if Kimberly had a better cruise than we did. Nah, listen, hey, yeah, I mean, Sharon and I were talking about, listen, the cruise was awesome. And like you said, they're always great. But I mean, just like anything else, I mean, you can have your favorite restaurant and every once in a while you go to it and things are a little mediocre or not what you expect or that you come to expect. And I think maybe we had a couple moments like that on the Magic.
Yeah.
And, once the video's all put together, you'll kind of see that stuff maybe, and we can talk more about it.
It didn't help that our last cruise on the Breeze was probably our favorite cruise of all time.
Yes.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So that
yeah, that makes it pretty difficult to hold up to that, for sure. Alan.
We are relaxed, Anne-Marie. Yeah, we had a great time.
Hold on, Alan said, thanks for the review on Real Deal Rotan, and you were on the Miracle. So Alan, did you take those guys? Did you use them for a cruise and have a good experience? Or I mean, for an excursion? Is that what you're saying? Anne-Marie says you look relaxed.
I know. We are relaxed, finally, after we made it home and got all unpacked. And so now I'm relaxed.
Yes. Laura, you will have a great time, but I will warn you that our favorite cruise director, Mike Pack, who made the Breeze experience so good, he's gone. He's not there anymore. But I'm sure they have a new person, and I'm not sure who it is, but
I don't know.
I'm sure they have somebody new who's going to do a great job. So I'm just telling you. Yeah, they used Johan and Elias was their guy for the day.
Okay, I'm not sure if I think he's someone that works for Johan now.
Well, listen, that's awesome.
Johan, and Johan was awesome. And I'm hopefully Elias, was just as good. But yes. I hope you had a great time.
Yeah. So, that's good. We appreciate the feedback, and it's always nice to recommend someplace and somebody else goes and has a good experience. So that's good. Lori, don't worry. You're still going to love the Breeze. It's just that our favorite guy, Mike Pack, who's now going on to the Horizon, just left the ship. But do a little research. Find out who your cruise director is. Yeah. We've had cruises in the past where the cruise director did nothing for us. We couldn't even tell you who that person was because it just wasn't a factor. But sometimes
it was just probably the last few years that we started really kind of getting into them a little more. And certain ones we just kind of like. They've just had a good personality. And there's others that, it's like we could take it or leave it, or we don't even know who they are. They just don't make any kind of impact. So
exactly.
It really just depends. But there's there's a couple out there that we really like, and you know, but everyone has different personalities and everyone likes different things too. So
yes, David agrees. And Ralph, you'll get him for on the horizon, so you'll have an awesome time.
Yeah, you
will have an awesome time. And Brandy the same, and Kristen the same. Okay, everybody's getting a little bit of Mike Pat. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. All right, so so the magic. So we just got back. Sharon, what are we talking about tonight? Talking about the magic, or
we'll
what?
talk a little bit about the magic, and then you'll have to watch our vlogs to hear more. If you have any particular questions about the magic, go ahead and comment, and we'll try to answer those. But we had a great trip. We stayed a day and a half, I guess, ahead of time.
Yes.
And we had that everything ran smooth with that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we left out of Orlando. We flew in late at night, 2 nights before the cruise. Took a shuttle to the hotel, and then the next morning I went back to the airport and grabbed a rental vehicle. And man, I mean, it cost $70 plus gas to rent the vehicle for the entire day, right, which we used to travel around Orlando and then drive down to the port the next day from, you know, right near the airport. And coming back, it was $110 plus tip just for a ride from the port to the airport.
Yeah, so that saved us some money, and then we had the car to drive around the whole day and sightsee a little bit, and and just hang out.
So that was definitely a good call. So make sure when you're researching, you know, how to get around, don't turn your head from potentially renting a vehicle from the airport, or if you're local to the airport, get a shuttle back, rent it, you know. And so we only paid one day, you know, from 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. the next morning, and the port Cape Canaveral had a rental car drop off. I mean, 5 minutes from the port. So we just hopped on one of their shuttles, and they go back and forth all morning long. So that worked out fantastic.
Yeah, so that was great.
Brandy says she's not getting Mike. Brandy, on which one is that? Oh, on the horizon. So you're not going to have Mike in 122 days? You're going to have the Flying Scotsman? Is that what you're saying, or are they switching back and forth or something?
I've heard the Flying Scotsman. We've never had him, but I've heard he's good too.
Is that the guy that sings?
I think we're going to have him on the Dream in October. Ooh. I think, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's our Honda Life is asking about San Juan. Hey,
okay.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you a little bit about San Juan.
Yeah, but I don't really think there's going to be much. I mean, you know, there's a few major hotels that are still closed down, but the word is that they're taking this opportunity to close and do major renovations that they didn't have time to do in the past. Right. So that when they reopen, they'll be bigger and better.
Yeah, a lot of them receive some money, or they're waiting on funds, and so they're going to just use that to their advantage and kind of just do a lot of remodeling more than what they even need to do.
And that's what our local guide that we had dealt with before had talked to us about a little bit. Yeah. And you know, there's still a few hotels that are roughing it.
What was it? The Caribe Hilton.
The Caribe Hilton is still closed,
and a few that are all around in that area that are.
But then you said, wasn't it the Four Seasons? Was still closed, and another high-end motel. So those were the ones that were taking advantage of the time.
Yeah, some of the more high-end, I think, ones.
There's still areas that are out of power and things like that. But if you're doing an excursion, if you're hanging out in Old Town San Juan,
no problem.
There's no issues, and as long as you don't venture way out on your own into parts unknown, you shouldn't have any kind of an issue or problem.
Right. If you're with a tour guide, you're perfectly safe. We never felt unsafe at all.
Yeah, totally.
We went all over the place with them. Now the rainforest is still closed. There is, I guess, a little bit heading up to the rainforest. He said was parts still like opening.
There's some places where you can't get to. There's a few places where what they had for parking is now loaded up with debris and cleanup and stuff like that, so it's hard to park. So getting out to the El Yunque rainforest was difficult, so that's not something that we chose to do.
I think a lot of their problem is part of it, besides just money to kind of get things back in shape. A lot of it is just their manpower. They don't have the people there to do it. So it's not just all the funding. They just don't have the people to do it as well. So that's what's taking a little while.
Kristen, I'm unsure about rainforest tours. You're going to have to look and see who's offering the tour and where they're going and stuff like that.
Right now, actually going up into the rainforest, from what I understand, they are not doing them. Now,
Yes.
maybe in the near future they might be, because they are working on getting parts, back in shape, from what we understood. But we didn't make it all the way up there because of some of the closures.
Yes, and we did hear that. I mean, listen, there's a lot of, there's a lot of political debate going on with regards to Puerto Rico and assistance. And I guess from our guy, there's a consensus that Puerto Rico wishes they had some more help, and they feel like they didn't get as much as they wanted. Although, I guess there was like a $39 billion, package that was put together to try to help them out. But it's also incredibly difficult because they don't have the people on the island to do the work that needs to get done. Everyone and everything has to come from somewhere else to volunteer, to be hired to come out and stuff like that, which makes it incredibly difficult. Unlike a Florida or a Texas that has a hurricane and everybody can just drive in from other states and help out, whether it's for a weekend or more. You got to understand, getting to San Juan is a flight or a day long, boat trip. And it's very, very difficult. And one thing I did notice, we were driving near the port, and there was a lot that had at least about 30 to 40 trucks that are the type of trucks that would be putting up power lines and things like that. The trucks with the big crane and the bucket at the top of it, and they were all just parked in a parking lot. And one of the reasons is that those things can come over there, but they just don't have the people sometimes to operate and work those, or they're waiting for the people to come to use those trucks and do all the repairs. And it's tough to rebuild an infrastructure that was in pretty bad shape to start with. So, but hey, to wrap that up on San Juan.
Yeah, and we did see a few generators. We went to the small cave area and kind of checked that out. And there was, they were all hooked up around there. The buildings around there were hooked up to generators still. So, they have the cords and power lines pulled over there. So
yes, for sure.
But
so
anything close by the port's going to be up and running. The shops were you could go shopping there. They were all up and running. We went by the cathedral. A lot of the old things down in Old San Juan, we walked around. Now that one street they do have blocked off from, I can't think of the name of it, where you walk off and usually you kind of go up a hill and it will take you back on the port.
They're
blocked off now.
Yeah,
and
actually,
that wasn't even from the hurricane.
Something that happened was like a week before we went. There was a major storm that came through that caused huge waves to hit the coast all around the San Juan area.
And that little area, they said
and a lot of stuff got closed down because of that. And our tour guide had mentioned that as far as damage on the coastline goes, the storm from a week and a half ago or 2 weeks now actually caused more coastline damage than the hurricane itself ended up causing. So, it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, so they had all that all fenced off and everything. No one could walk, past that area.
Exactly. So let's see. All right, listen, a couple of you guys I think might be getting a little bit off topic.
Okay, let's see.
Nicholas Cruz, we don't want to talk about. Is that Dale? I'm not sure if that's that same Dale that we've had a few issues with previously. But let's see what other kind of questions we got out there. Let's see. Okay. We were asked, which is better, the Breeze or the Magic? We love the Breeze. We're big fans of the Breeze. We cannot argue. Just the ship and the features of it are just a little bit better than the Magic in our opinion.
Like
it's just a beautiful ship.
The Breeze is still up. Like it's in kind of tip-top shape, whereas the Magic, there were some areas where the carpets and just things. It needs to go in a dry dock and have a little refurbishing done. Let me just put it that way. It's still nice, but it can use a refurbishment.
Yes.
What else? Let's see. We already answered that one. The rainforest tours.
Let's see what else. Whoa! Hello from Egypt. What's up, Omar? How you doing? Lori, I'm seeing the feed, so hang in there.
Oh.
Randy, your cousin actually volunteered to help with his work for Pennsylvania Power and Light. That's pretty awesome. Thanks very much for that. That takes a lot of sacrifice to take your time and energy away from your life and your family to go out and help. So that's pretty impressive. Mad props to your cousin there. Chucky, you're going on the Breeze. Good call. You'll be good to go.
Yeah, we'd go on the Breeze again anytime. We love that ship.
Okay, Lori, you're back. That's good. Omar, we're doing great. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it. Kimberly asking a little bit about how Sharon got into being a travel agent. I don't know if that's something you want to talk about now.
Well, I'll just give you the quick.
Is there a quick story you can drop on us?
A quick story. Well, we love to cruise and travel, as you probably figured out. Anyways, my sort of day job, I guess you might say, is I'm a nurse. I still do that 2 to 3 nights a week, but I love traveling so much. I decided, why not we were booking cruises for ourselves, for friends and family and everything. I thought, why not just kind of get educated on that and take it to the next level. So I figured eventually someday I can do it full time. And that's my goal, is to do it full time. I've got quite a few clients now, and I am actually really, really busy between the two. But we love to travel. So I went to a company where I was able to get educated, get my certificate as a travel agent, and there you go. I just
I take it from there. Yes.
Yep. So
now Sharon's busy planning our cruise, and when she's not planning ours, she loves to plan other people's. She just loves cruising.
Yeah, I just love talking about it. And if it's something you're interested in or anything, you can always send me a message. I can give you information on where to go to.
Kimberly, just make sure to do research on the programs you sign up for, and just research to make sure it's legit, and that it's something that'll work for you, and that you're not paying out more money than you're bringing in or any of that kind of stuff. So
yes, because travel agents really, we get paid what they would pay the cruise line person who booked you. So you're just giving the money to someone else besides more money to the cruise line.
Yeah.
Although, I think some people think it's a lot more than it is. It's really not that much.
The thing is, you get a much more personalized experience.
But
and so if you like helping people, Kimberly, and Sharon's a nurse, so obviously she kind of likes helping people one way or the other. Otherwise, she picked a horrible profession to be in. And so whether it's helping people at work or helping people at home get their cruises booked, it's something she enjoys. And so even though she can be busy and run around like crazy from it, it's always fun and exciting for her. And I enjoy hearing about all the stuff she gets involved with and the people that she's helping out and talking to. And, and then we get to talk to people like you guys here who might be involved as well. So that's always cool.
I love talking with people, and it's just a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot. And that's kind of why I got into it. I first started my blog before I got into it. And that's what really got me into thinking, I want to be a travel agent too. And,
sure.
So it just one thing led to another, and
there you have it. All right. And if you need any more questions about that, then maybe send Sharon an email or something like that. Yeah. She might be able to talk to you more about some of those things. Hey, Ralph is just mentioning, we did see that, Ralph, that Horizon's back in dry dock, getting a little repainting done. A little touch up. That's okay. I wouldn't worry too much about it. And he said everything's still on schedule, so that's good stuff. All right, Kimberly, so that's good. I hope you enjoy that. All right, so where were we? I know we get a little bit crazy. Well, we started with the magic. We go to San Juan. We start talking about Sharon's work or business. Let's bring it back around again to.
All right, so a little more. If you have any more questions about the magic or anything cruising related in general, just go ahead and keep posting them, and we will see them. Yes. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and Lori Harmon sent me a message just literally a few minutes before we went on live here.
Lori.
So I am going, since she's on here, I'm going to answer her question right now, and maybe it'll help other people as well. Maybe not, but here we go.
Hold on. Before you do it, let me just answer one question for David Green. Matthew, listen, between you and me, he doesn't respond well to Matt. Just for the record, don't take it wrong. I'm just telling you. Matthew is catching up on a lot of computer activity that he missed being away from home. So he's in the other room doing his thing. He might pop his head in here if we can break him away.
We will. Oh, since he's not in here, maybe we can tell a secret. He met a lot of new friends this. Actually, if you ask him, this was probably his best cruise ever.
Yes, he was running around with kids all over the ship and having a grand old time, and maybe so he had a blast.
Maybe even a girl.
Shh, oh boy, you better not talk like that. Anyway, okay, let's get back to the question from Lori Harmon. All right,
okay, she says, okay, well, listen. Hi there. I can't wait to hear about your vacation. I will be on tonight with you at 6:30. I hope you had a fabulous time. I have a question. Did you like the anytime dining better than having a scheduled dining time What is the difference? Do you have the same waiter every night? When you have anytime dining? We have always done the 6 o'clock dining time. I was looking for some feedback. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Okay, so this time we actually did not do anytime, but we have done it on several cruises, so I can tell you about it and compare. Anytime, we prefer anytime now that we've done it a few times, because the late dining is a little too late for us a lot of times. The early dining is kind of too early, because with early, when you get back on port days from your excursions, you basically have to, kind of get ready and go to dinner. And then by the time dinner's over, after stuffing yourself, we're like exhausted. So if we can come back from port and just even take a little 30-minute, hour to an hour power nap, and then get up, get ready, and go to dinner, and go to dinner more like 7-ish, then we find that we can actually keep going a lot later at night and have a lot more fun.
Yes.
So we really enjoy it much more. Now, with having the same waiter, normally you don't always get the same waiter with any time, but you can request the same waiter. Yes. And if they're busy and they have too many tables going in their area, you can still request it, but you may just have to wait a few minutes for your table. But in the past, we just time things kind of right, and we usually end up with a pretty good one the first night. And all of our cruises, we've always requested the same one, except for one cruise when we were on the Miracle. We kind of kept going back and forth, and both sides
were kind of trying to find
maybe it's better over here, maybe it's better, and it wasn't too good on either side. So we're like, whatever.
Well, on the breeze, we had an awesome, head waitress, and her team was amazing. And we literally requested them anytime dining every night, and we wouldn't sit down unless we had them at our as their servers, and we had tremendous time.
And we were on the Triumph. We had awesome service.
Yes, as well. And we've had great service at the regular sit down dining as well. It really just depends on what you're used to at home. For us, we're kind of all over the place. We don't have a usual regular dinner time at home. There's not like a sit down type of deal. Our schedules are a little wonky. So for us and how we like to cruise after a number of cruises, we found that the anytime is best. Although if we are going with friends, or this time we cruised with Sharon's sister and her mom, and for them it was easier just to have a set schedule.
I think if you have more people, if there's more than 4 of you, probably I think it's better to have maybe a set time, because I think if you have a larger group of people, you may have to wait a little longer to get a table sometimes. So, but if it's just like 2 of you or a family of 4, I think, anytime. You very rarely have to wait unless you go right in,
Sure. Just remember, as soon as it opens, a lot of people are going. So if you go then get there early, and you get right in. If you get there late, then you'll have to wait. But if you wait till about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes after it starts, then that first round of tables is going to start to break down, and they're going to turn over, and then you should be able to get in again. So,
So
there you go.
But but we prefer anytime, and if we get good service the first night, we'll request the same waiter or waitress. So
so there you have it.
So
all right, hey, let's catch up on a few things here. A couple of people talking about the panorama, so that's exciting. I don't know when the booking's going to open up.
I still haven't heard. I heard the end of March. I heard the end of March, but I haven't got the word on any exact day yet. And if I do, once I know, I will post it.
Yes, Dina is pumped up for that. Evan asked about, is it rocky going to Alaska? Depending on where should we assume you're leaving from Seattle, Evan? If you can let us know that, and I can tell you that when we did Alaska, the first day, we had a group of about 16 people when we went.
It wasn't embarkation day; it was the first sea day.
Yeah, the first sea day. And oddly enough, all the girls in the group were not feeling well. They were eating green apples and taking ginger pills and Dramamine and all the kind of stuff.
It was rocky.
And the guys in the group, we were sedating ourselves with Foster Lager in the atrium, and we found a place that was low and middle of the ship. So for us, it was the lobby, the atrium area, and we hung out there for a couple hours and just rode out the storm.
And I don't normally get seasick, but I was feeling a little queasy on that cruise.
Yeah. So. Evan, I see a little question later on in the mix. Oh, you're going out of Seattle. The best month to go, mostly you can just go during the summertime. And when we went, the week that we went was one of the most unseasonably warm, awesome weather weeks that they said that they had ever had. We were literally on the balcony in shorts and a t-shirt at some points midday with the sun beating down on us. Clear skies. It was unseasonably warm and everything. But you can go one week and it'll pour rain. The next week it'll be freezing cold. We brought winter jackets and winter wear, and barely had anything cool to wear. So
we packed all this stuff, and we didn't really need it.
So it's a shot in the dark when you go. But I guess the summertime you're limited to when you can choose to go, because the ships can only get up there during summer months. What, like May, June, July, August,
May
something like that.
Through the beginning of September.
Yeah. So there's that.
Make sure you do bring something warm though, and bring layers. Is the best thing to do is layers, because it can be really cold in the morning, and then later that day be warm, and you can take a layer off. That's kind of Alaska for you. Yes,
and Chucky, you're right. The Red Frog Brewery will keep you awake. You can definitely stay up at night and party in there. And we will tell you now, although we usually try to make you wait for the video, but we're gonna let you know that guess who were the first ones in the Red Frog pub?
I think I posted it
on the Magic. You got it.
Or Instagram.
These folks right here with Matthew. Yeah. And so we made it first again, which we're pretty proud of. That's like our 5th time.
Yeah. And there was a lot of backpackers on that cruise, and we saw them sitting around the casino bar when we came on. So we're like, oh, we're not going to make it. Yeah. And Matthew ran ahead, and we were right behind him, and we're like,
sure enough, we nailed it.
We're the only ones there.
Had the free beer to get started with, and it's always great because Sharon doesn't really drink beer, so I have to drink hers and mine. So 10 minutes into the trip, I got 2 pints of Thirsty Frog ale down my gullet, and I'm ready to roll. Let's see. All right, so Lori, we've got that. Anytime dining, she's good to go. Evan, we got you taken care of there.
What is your website?
Tiffany, you can go to
well, I used to have just a regular business website, which was separate from my blog site, and I found that we paid for that website, and I found that it really got no use, no business. Everyone was contacting me through my Facebook travel page or my blog. So I actually got rid of that. So the best way to contact me is facebook.com/Sharon at Sea Travel. That's my business page, and all my contact information is on there, my email, my phone number, everything.
So Sharon at Sea Travel.
You can also go to my blog at sharonatsea.com, and I do have a contact and a book now on there, which will just actually send me an email. But the Facebook page is actually the best way to get a response, and you can also just send me a private message through that page as well.
Yes.
And that's the quickest way to get a response.
Exactly. All right, cool. So Tiffany, thanks for asking. That's awesome. So yeah, definitely the recommendation is to research the weather forecast and, bring, your long johns and your tank tops, because that's what our experience was. So that was crazy. Let's see. Anne-Marie, you're going to Alaska? You'll have a great time. You'll have a lovely time. And we'd love to hear how your experience is on the Princess, too, because that's one of the ships we're considering, checking out here down the road.
So as we can talk Matthew into it. We kind of have been wanting to try it possibly, but Matthew is doesn't seem as fun for the kids. There's no water slides. They do have the pools, but there's just no water slides, and kind of for that age of kids, that group that he's in right now. So it to him it looks boring, or let me give you his word, bland. He informed us that he didn't go to Circle C this cruise much and stay in Circle C. He kind of hung out with the kids outside of Circle C because the itinerary was bland this time.
That's his new word. He must have picked it up somewhere.
So
kids are crazy. Anne-Marie, I appreciate you saying your husband was jealous of our trip. Actually, it was the warm weather that kind of took away from our trip a little bit. The fishing was tough because of the clear skies. Because the salmon run deeper, and the cloud cover would have helped, and some bad weather and even some rain would have helped out. But it was definitely good, and I'll certainly recommend that guy that took us fishing. And if you need any more info on who that was, just let us know. If you ever, if it's something that you want to try to plan. Where was that, in Ketchikan?
Ketchikan.
That did that deal, so that was awesome.
Yeah, we had a great time in Alaska. I would love to do that again.
Yes.
But there's a lot of other things I want to do that we haven't done, so we're going to try and do those first, and then come back to Alaska again. But yeah, we had a great time.
Cool. Let's see. Dina Living Life's going on the Ovation. That will be awesome.
Yeah, Norwegian. Anna Marie says.
And
Norwegian was great. Yeah, Norwegian.
Evan, you put what's the best restraint? Are you mean restaurant by chance? I'm just trying to check on the spelling. I wasn't quite sure. Because it says the best restraint, and we don't bring any restraints on board. We're not that crazy. We're not that wild. So,
the best restaurant. Okay, well, restaurant on the Magic. On the Magic.
Just on the cruises. I'm assuming that's. I'm assuming that's
on Carnival. Probably the steakhouses on all the ships are probably the best.
Although the sushi is pretty awesome if you like sushi. And the Pig and Anchor buffet is amazing.
Guys' burgers are great.
Guys, but yeah, there's a lot of good food.
But for a nice meal, I would say the steakhouse.
Let's see. Evan, I'm not sure the inside passage versus the sea. I'm pretty sure we ultimately took an inside passage, but going up the coastline that first day to get to the area there. That was where it got a little choppy up in the Pacific Northwest waters.
Once we actually got up in Alaska, it wasn't bad. It's just going up the coast there, heading up. And coming back, it wasn't bad. It was just going up.
Kristen, our next cruise is at the end of May.
Yeah.
Right when Matthew finishes school.
Oh my gosh.
You have a hub app?
I do.
Yeah, the app that'll tell you?
Let's see. It is. Oh, they can't see it.
Well, hold on. They can if you got to get a little closer.
67 days. No, you still can't see it.
Oh, wow. Holy cow, you can't see any of that. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Anyway, 67 days is our next cruise.
The increase in the price of Faster to the Fun. Tiffany, that's an amazingly topical question because we actually have a theory on that.
Yeah, we were going to talk about it a little. I did post it on my Facebook page about the increase and all the price increases. And
do you want to tell them the theory?
Go ahead.
All right. So one thing that we've noticed, so we've cruised a number of times, right? So we're platinum cruisers. There's a couple perks and you get some benefits for cruising a lot with the same cruise line. And we've noticed on every cruise, they have a party for platinum and diamond. Platinum is how many days at sea?
75.
75 days or more at sea, you become platinum. 200 days at sea, you become diamond. So there's a big stretch. And every time we go to these parties for the groups that are in those whatever at that level, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think there's just more and more diamond cruisers that are out there, that are getting these benefits. And I think they're trying to downsize the amount of people that are getting on the ship early. But they don't want to lose the revenue that's bringing in. So that's why they're upping the charge so much to, the $89.99, because it's difficult for them to get all the cabins ready and to get so many people on board so quick. One of the benefits of being platinum or diamond and Faster to the Fun is that your cabin is clean and ready and prepared for you. And also your luggage gets there very quickly. So it's there kind of like as you board or shortly after. And I think that that's getting a little bit tougher than to pull off with so many people and then having, such a large amount of Faster to the Fun. So I think they're trying to downsize that a little bit and still bringing the same revenue. That's why the spike is so high in the dollars.
So, and I don't know, some people may think it's still worth it. Some probably don't think it's worth it. I don't know. We're platinum, so I can't say. When they started this, we were already platinum. So, but I would think we would have, if we weren't, we probably would have tried it once. I don't know if we would have done it every time though, because it seems like now you get on so quickly, like literally, like my mother and sister, they were not platinum. So they got on, and they were not in one of the first groups even.
There were a couple groups
but
in.
They were on literally, I think it was only like 15 minutes after us, so maybe not even.
I think it was more. We may have lost track of the time because we were.
It could have been more than. It wasn't more than 30 minutes.
Yes, about a 30-minute difference.
So I just don't know that it's worth it.
What I will say this is, we like to get on the ship as early as possible because we want to maximize the time on the ship. And the earlier we get on, the more time we have to eat, to get comfortable, maybe unpack. If you haven't been on the ship before, you have an extra little bit of time to take a lap or two around the ship. And it just gives you, if I can get on at 11 or 11:30 instead of 2:30 or 3, you know, that's 3 or
Well,
4 extra hours
the
that I
big
can,
thing
you know,
with
do stuff
Carnival
on the
now
ship.
is most of the ports have the online check-in, you know, where you check in and have your time. So, you know, more so than Faster Than Fun, I would say watch for when you can log in and put your check-in time in and try to get the earliest check-in time, because if you can get like 11 up to 11:30, they're in increments of 30 minutes. So like 11 to 11:30, 11:30 to 12, 12 to 12:30. If you can get one of the earlier times on that, then I don't know that Faster Than Fun would matter. Now,
So can the travel agent do that, or just the person?
If you didn't get until like 1 or 2, then I would say, yeah, it might be worth it.
Does a travel agent do that for you, or do you do that?
They can monitor. Now, Faster
So
Than Fun
are you right now making a commitment to any new client that you'll research and get them on as soon as possible?
I can't guarantee Faster Than Fun. It depends on if it's available. If it's available, I can get it, and if it's not available, I can keep a watch out for it and grab it when it does become available. Because, like I always tell people, if it's not available, one of the best times to find it is a day or 2 after final payment is due, because that's when either people that didn't pay get canceled, or they decide to cancel themselves anyways, and they may have already paid for Faster Than Fun. So a few of those drop off, and then they become available. All
right, hey, let's a couple things. Rich C, the new camera is awesome, and you'll see soon enough how good it is. But it works great for us. And we got lucky. I had gotten something with Verizon a while ago where I got a 256 gigabyte memory card. And it's like a class 10, so it works great for HD video and stuff. So I had a monster size memory card, so we recorded the heck out of anything and everything we saw, and it works fantastic. Hopefully the quality of the video will be better, equal to or better than what we had with a lot of the GoPro. And we still use the GoPro for some excursions too. I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference. So new camera was great, so that was awesome. Dana's got a cruise in 27 days. Oh, that is awesome. You got to come back and let us know how you love. I hope you loved it, because it would stink if you came back and said, "Hey guys, it was the worst experience of my life."
What cruise ship are you going on, Dana?
Yeah, let us know with that. Do we get the Cheers package? We have not gotten it before, because one of us would probably benefit from it, and the other one would barely get to a second or third drink in the day without passing out on the lead-up day. I'm going to let you know who you think may be that person, but that's just kind of the breakdown.
But we are getting it on our next cruise.
We do have a cruise coming up, and we're thinking about trying it just for the experience of it.
We want to try
so we'll
it
let you know,
and
because
see how it
and
goes.
if we do it, we'll do quite a study. We'll break down each drink, the prices, and see where it really falls as far as how good of a deal it is.
We plan to go to the bars and get those expensive $50 drinks that you can get, and really make it worth our while.
Yeah, we'll see how good that bourbon and scotch is. We'll see how that works. Let's see. Who else? Hi, Pamela. How you doing? Ralph is right around the corner. He's got one more cruise until he's platinum, so that's awesome. Pamela's got a cruise coming up in a while. Ooh, 231 days. Pamela, that's a long time. That's a long time. You may have to try to book a quick 2 or 3, like a 3-day one in the meantime.
Where are you going on the Miracle? Is it one of those? I know the Miracle does a lot of those, like Panama Canal and Journey cruises. Is it one of those, or?
Let's see. Richie has one coming up.
3 days.
Jen Star has 328 days till their second cruise. Oh man, that's a long time, Jen. It just hurts thinking about waiting that long.
We've waited that long before.
Brandy, I wouldn't worry. I don't think they'll change the getting to platinum, but we're hoping they put a few different levels between platinum and diamond.
Yeah, I think they need to do
because there's such a gap between 75 days. I mean, a lot of people now who cruise regularly are getting to 75 days easily. So I'm just hoping they add some other things in there.
Otherwise, I think some of the platinum perks are going to end up going away. Like the platinum party, it's getting so packed where this time they were able to have it in the little lounge in the back.
The Spotlight Lounge.
But a couple cruises we've been on, they've had to have it in the showroom.
Yeah, because there's so many people in there.
It's going to eventually get to where they're going to have to.
Kristen says it's worth it to her. It's not offered on European cruises. That's weird. I wonder why. Yeah. When can you get your check-in time? Jen, I think that's just...
It depends on the cruise and the length of the cruise.
Yes.
Start checking about 90 days out, 90 to 120 days out on like a 7-day. And
periodically just go in and it should have the option. Let's see. Hi, Teresa. How you doing? me.
Oh, 60 days till the Splendor. Oh, that's where that's what we're. Oh, yeah, that's what we're gonna be on as the Splendor ends. We must be right after you.
On who?
On Dying a Living Life. She's going to be on the Splendor in 60 days. We must be the cruise right after.
Hold on, you're saying Dinah. I think it's Dina.
Dina.
Let us know which one it is. That's okay. Hold on. You're jumping ahead. You're totally jumping ahead. Teresa said if you have priority check-in, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we really don't have to set up a check-in time. And if we do, it doesn't matter because we're platinum. So if your priority being you had a suite, faster to the fun, platinum, diamond, then you're in the first groups regardless
we'll set
of
up a check-in time. You're supposed to go on and set one up anyways, which we always do, but it doesn't matter. You just walk right in when you get there.
And that makes us feel special. Let's see. Dina said it's like checking a hotel. She's too cheap to spend more. Hey, and that's perfectly fine too. Yeah. If getting there early doesn't make a difference, the only other time it makes a difference, well, 2 times is number 1, the guest services line. If you have faster to the fun, you get to go into the VIP line, right?
No.
Really?
I don't. No, I think that's just
okay. Cancel that. I'm wrong. And Sharon just corrected me. My bad.
Yeah, I don't think
okay, one thing I do know though is if you have a tender port, then you can get off the ship faster and priority tender. If you're in a tender port where the ship anchors out in the water and then you take little boats to the port, and that's definitely something where you can save some time, and so that can be a benefit for you. Let's see. Yeah, Jen, if you complete your online check-in this early, then it'll probably be a while till your actual check-in times come in. Dana's going on the Valor.
Oh, we love the Valor. Oh, yes. It's been several years. Well, it's been a lot of years, actually.
Matthew's first cruise was the Valor.
12 years since we've been on the Valor.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Matthew's first cruise.
Let's see.
It was one of our best cruises, though. Back then, the dining staff was some of our best dining staff.
That was.
And we had some friends on the Valor last year that really loved it, too.
Let's see. Gary, cheers to you, buddy. And Rich C, hey, mugs up to the beer drinkers. I like you guys a lot. You're speaking my language.
Carnival Glory. Yeah, it's had some updates since we've been on it, so it should be nice.
Janet's talking about, 572 days until the Sharon Sea group cruise. Oh, that cruise is forever away.
Oh, it is.
Luckily, I got a few in between that, so I'm not going to freak out over it.
That does sound like a long time.
Let's see. 7 days.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun. By the way, speaking of the group cruise, any of you that want to book the group cruise, you can still book it. You would just have to pay whatever, either the full deposit or if there is a reduced deposit going on through Carnival at the time.
Yes.
You can, but it is on the horizon on October 13th, 2019. It's a 6-day, 6-night to the Western Caribbean.
Are you promoting your group cruise right now?
I am. So anyone that wants to come along with us, we have a lot of people coming so far. The more, the merrier. And you will get $75 onboard credit. You are going to get a Sharon at Sea t-shirt. And we will probably have a cocktail.
Do you have a t-shirt that'll fit me?
And we are going to have an included cocktail party as well. And if we get even more people, there might even be more fun perks.
Well, now you're just talking crazy. Hold on, I got to respond. Nick, regards from Poland. Great to hear from you out there. Nick, I am half Polish. My history is the Miskowicz family. They came over from Poland years ago. But if you're going to ask who we voted for, we will never tell you, because there's one sure way to alienate half of the people you're talking to is to talk about politics. Yeah. So, yes, you're welcome to vote for and have any thoughts and beliefs you want. And we hope however you think works well for you. And that's the deal. Teresa's in Carnival Glory 19 days. That's amazing. Let's see. Dina Living Life is on the Splendor. You loved it? That's great. Because I haven't been on the Splendor in a while, and that's what we're going to be on soon.
Third time on the Splendor, I think. Yeah, third time. But it's been a long time since we've been on it.
Oh, Kristen's got the info there. You can go into the VIP line with the faster to the fun.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's good.
I know it says Diamond Platinum. I didn't see it saying faster than the fun, and I really wasn't sure because.
All right, well, that's good. And Amy chimed in as well. So, all right, guys, good deal.
Right.
Excellent teamwork out there, people. Way to go, guys.
That actually might be worth it then, because that line can be murdered.
Jen, I hear you. My old jobs, I used to have some very strict time when I could and could not get off for work. And currently, my job now is a little bit the same, but I've been able to squeeze some springtime time off. So, Dana, thank you. We agree, no politics, just a lot of cruise stuff. That's right. because on the cruise ship there's no politics. There's just cold drinks. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's see. Is there anything else? We've been chatting for like 45 minutes. You guys are great tonight.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
The one thing I ran across that was kind of interesting. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but Instagram, I guess. I
don't even know what that is. Okay, I do, but I'm not a participant.
Okay, so I guess there was sort of a survey taken by C-Hub, which C-Hub is a place that compares prices and sells cruises and things. And they did a comparison with all the Instagram tags on what cruise line is best for, basically for different things, for the food, for the drinks, for the relaxing, for the party atmosphere, and all of that. And is what they came up with is their results showed that Royal Caribbean came in first among all the cruise lines with more than 630,000 tags. The rest of the top 5 included Carnival, Disney, Princess, and Celebrity.
Hold on, Royal Caribbean was the #1 cruise line?
Number 1. Well, for Instagram tags, which, they're making it sound like it's good, but actually that could be good and bad because, as you probably know, people post pics and it's not always good, fun pics. They'll post bad pics as well as good pics.
So that's just how many mentions it has. So it could be great cruise or bad cruise.
They're making it sound, yeah. But, hey, I don't disagree. We haven't sailed on Royal Caribbean, but from what it looks like, I could see where, what could possibly be the best ship out there. Let's see. And then Harmony of the Seas came in #1 for Royal Caribbean with Carnival Vista for Carnival, Celebrity Reflection for Celebrity, Disney Dream, and the Norwegian Escape and Regal Princess for their respective lines.
Hold on. What came in first for Carnival?
Vista for the most tags. That's
the
most talked about.
I'm telling you right now, that is not for people that love the Vista. The Vista has taken a beating lately.
Yeah. So now is what it says for the best cruise ship food is Princess came in first, Carnival second, and Norwegian third.
Mm-hmm.
For the best, which I don't get this. Then the best dinner is Princess again, but Royal Caribbean came in second for dinner, and Carnival third on dinner.
Well, I mean, I think I like Carnival and their food because so much of the extra places to eat you don't get charged for. Like the Guy's Burgers and the Blue Iguana Cantina and the Pig and Anchor. Those things are all included. You don't pay extra for that stuff, and it is an awesome alternative to a buffet. And they have a few things that they'll charge you for, the sushi or the dinner in the Italian Capitano. What is it?
For dinner, yeah.
What's that place called?
Cucina del Capitano.
Cucina del Capitano. Lunch is no charge. Dinner, they charge you $15 extra. So I think the one reason, again, that we like Carnival is you get some extra, food options there, and you don't get stuck for them. I think Royal Caribbean, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I understand, they have a couple extra food options, but you have to pay for them and make reservations and stuff.
So I'm trying to think of the name of the burger place they have on Royal Caribbean stuff.
Rockets,
Johnny Rockets, but they charge you extra for things like that.
Yes.
Then anyway, so breakfast, Carnival took #1 spot, Disney second, and Norwegian third. Now for drinks, they put Norwegian as #1, which I can see why, because Norwegian, you get they offer all those free drink packages now included, although you do have to pay the taxes on that. So when they add it on, you do have a couple hundred extra fees.
Those Norwegian cruises cost a little bit more than the average cruise, don't they?
And then Carnival second, Royal Caribbean third. Now for relaxation, if you want a relaxing cruise, Princess comes in #1. I can see that.
Yep.
Norwegian #2 and Carnival #3. I don't know if I agree with Carnival #3, but on that.
Why, you think it should be down?
Well, it is. It's relaxing for me, but I can see.
There's places to relax, but I'll tell you what: if it's a sea day and you're trying to get an afternoon nap around the Lido deck, man, that's not going to happen.
Now, Carnival did make #1 for party.
Yeah, it's a party scene.
It is.
That's right.
And Norwegian #2 and Disney #3. For excursions, Carnival came in #1, Princess #2, and Norwegian #3. And for all-around family cruising, Disney came in #1. That doesn't surprise me. Carnival #2 and Norwegian #3. I probably agree with those. That's pretty good.
Hey, Gary M is throwing out there. He's cruised on the Victory and the Liberty, and then Celebrity Summit, and some Norwegian Getaway and Epic. And he's thinking of going back to Carnival for the food.
Oh,
all right. So
I've heard
there's somebody with a thumbs up for Carnival.
We're going to be on the Norwegian Bliss next February. And one thing I
Allegedly.
have heard about.
That is not locked in stone. I'm just
Well,
telling
we're
you
booked. We're booked. Anyways, Jamie doesn't want to try another cruise line, but I told him he has to.
We'll see.
Anyways, but I have heard that the food isn't that great on Norwegian unless you do the specialty restaurants. I heard the regular dining room isn't as good. So
well,
I don't know.
It is what it is.
We'll see.
Okay, Carnival is the same food, and I've seen the same menu. I can't tell you how many times, but I like it. I know what it is. I know what to expect, and I'm cool with that. So that's how I like to cruise. Other people like it different, so that's what makes cruising great.
Hi, Jennifer.
Yeah, Jennifer Lee, what's up? How you doing? You're just popping in. Dana can't wait to try, guys. I'll tell you one thing that we do, Dana, for guys is on occasion we'll sneak in a guy's burger with no bun, no bread on it. And that way I can take that burger on a plate, go over to the buffet, and really get a lot of food because that bun will fill you up pretty quickly. And don't be afraid to ask for an onion ring on any type of burger. Although it comes on the barbecue burger, you can get one on any other burger.
The Ringer has an onion ring on it. The Ringer is my favorite. I love that one.
Yeah, so let's see. Brandy's getting hungry, thinking about
okay, bye, Ralph. See ya.
Ralph, later, buddy. Is Ralph leaving?
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll see you next week.
Let's see. The onboard brewery. Yep, that's got to be the Red Frog. VIP line confirmation again from Pamela. And guys are yummy. Dana, you're going to the steakhouse the first night, so that means you get the free bottle of wine.
Yeah,
so that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. And yes, Dina, that was a great idea for the burgers. Yeah, this Guy Fieri, he's killing it when it comes to Carnival.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I don't know what else do we have to cover. We've been doing this for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
You guys will keep us talking for hours and hours and hours. Yeah. Whoa, there's a new comment. I'm not sure what that says. It looks like it may be a different language. But hopefully it says hi guys, and that's and it's something pleasant. All right, so anyhow,
so we are gonna
that's everything we got. So what's coming up here? All of our magic videos are going to be coming on here in the next week or 10 days.
All of it on the computer. We have to go through it all and try to edit everything. We are going to try to have the first one. The first one takes the longest because once we get the first one down, we've already gone through them all and it's quicker to edit them all.
Yeah.
But we're going to try to have the first one, our embarkation. It won't be embarkation. It might just be our getting there for the day and a half. But we're going to try to have our first video out later this week sometime. We're going to try to get it out this week.
Yes.
And then at least 1 to 2 every week.
Yeah, and there'll be some other little ones here, like a little hotel review here and something else review there and some stuff like that. So that stuff will be coming out. We did disappoint a lot of people because we were so busy before the cruise that Sharon and myself, we failed to make a packing video, but we have done one better.
Yeah, we did something different.
We made a video on the ship of when we pack to go home.
Yeah, we did it.
And how do we take everything that we already put out and put it back in and get it organized, ready to go home? So I think you're going to like that one.
Yeah, so we did it different.
A couple other questions. Evan was asking about when's the ship leave to Alaska. I heard sometimes they leave the second day. He doesn't want to fall off the boat. Don't worry about falling off the boat. Just don't drink and stand by the railing, and you'll be fine, Evan. I'm not quite sure the answer to your question on that one there. But don't worry. It shouldn't be too rough. But if you get seasick easily, plan ahead.
Yeah.
How many people are booked on the group cruise?
How many?
Over or under 20?
Over 20.
Over
20.
Under 40?
Under 40.
Okay, somewhere between 20 and 40. So let's get that number up a little bit. Dina, if you're on the cruise and you change your level in the middle of it, you will be that level when you board the ship.
Right. You will.
I believe.
Yes, if you're going to become the next level, even on the second day or
at
the
least
last
that's Carnival.
day, or
other
the
cruise lines
last day,
might be different.
Yeah, they'll go ahead and honor it when you get on board.
Skylar, I hope you love the breeze. I know you will. You'll have a great time.
Gigi's Asian Kitchen. Jamie ate there once. I think he likes. I don't care for it as much, but he likes that kind of food.
Yes,
so it was good. The Sunshine. We have not been on the Sunshine yet, but we were on the Destiny 3 times when it was the Destiny before they refurbished it and turned it into the Sunshine.
Lori, good night. Thanks for the great question, and it's great having you on tonight. We appreciate it.
Good night, Lori.
And Brandy says she loves the sunshine. Been on her twice. So
yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Okay, all right. It's 55 minutes now. I keep having to say we've been on a long time, and then Sharon keeps talking. That's the story of our life.
All right.
So we're going to wrap it up now. Thank you so much for the involvement. You guys have been awesome. We had over 40 people on tonight. Every week just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And we will be back next Monday, sometime between 6 and 7. I will post it on my Facebook page. It all depends on Jamie's work schedule, whether we can make it at 6 or closer to 7. So
we'll see how that goes.
And
by then we should have some videos on, and you can comment on those and tell them if you like them or you hate them or whatever.
We'll have some new topics to talk
Joanne,
about.
good night. Joanne, you have any? Joanne just said good night, and she didn't make a comment the whole time. Where have you been, Joanne? Crazy. All right, everybody. Jen. So we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks very much. Everybody have a great night. And
good night. Bye, Tina. Good night.
What's your thing?
Happy cruising.
Happy cruising, people. Thanks for everything.
See you next week.
Yes. Peace.